I don't know how many of you picked up a copy of this book. I picked mine up on the ferry shortly before Carney got elected. I thought, okay, let's get to know this guy. Let's get to learn a little bit what he has to say. There's almost 100 pages in this book dedicated to the climate crisis. He can quote and wax poetic better than anybody I know about the absolute tragedy and catastrophe of business as usual. And I don't know about you, but my mom taught me, when you know better, you do better. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Carney knows better than anybody I know. And we got to hold him to this. And we have leverage. Everybody who lives on this coast has more leverage than you think, because those tankers have to pass just a short little distance from here. And that means every politician of every level of government needs to be hearing from each and one of us constantly, saying hell no to increased tanker traffic. And we got to be loud and persistent and just keep going. That speaks to local government. We got municipal elections coming up very shortly. There are some incumbent councillors who don't want to side with climate politics because it's not that popular, whatever they think. You got to tell them, you got to pick a side, and you got to speak up against increased tanker traffic, which is going to devastate southern resident orcas. Another thing is, another level of government, EB and everybody who works there cannot be getting away with this deal of standing tough for the northern pipeline route and saying, oh, the concession is we're gonna keep the tanker moratorium up north, but in exchange for that, we're gonna increase tanker traffic on the south, endangering each and every one of our communities. They can't be getting away with that bullshit. No. So they have to hear from us. And then, of course, Carney's government has to hear from all of us. We didn't elect a climate laggard, climate destroyer. I don't know about you, but when our house is on fire, does it make sense to pour more gasoline on the flames? Absolutely not. And that's what his solution seems to be. And so he's got to hear from us. I know emails are boring, phone calls are boring, but be persistent and pick up that phone. Nobody's going to pick it up at the other end, but leave a message. Somebody has to listen to it, and they got to make a little note. This is boring stuff, but it's stuff we all have to do tirelessly. So please keep it up. Thanks for being here. The work continues. Tell your friends to keep being mosquitoes in the ear of this reckless government. Thank you very much.